edition of Timeout Overtime on the Timeout Overtime YouTube channel. I'm your host, Rick Arsenal, and we'll talk about the Tigers and mainly the Lions in this edition. I would start by reminding you that the NHL draft lottery is tonight. Uh, the Wings are in it, but they won't be drafting any higher than 15. I can assure you of that. They've got like a 1.5% chance of getting up as high as number 5. And that's certainly not going to happen. So, given their recent luck with the draft lottery, let's just assume, well, when they're all done tonight, the Red Wings will have the 15th overall pick in the upcoming, in the upcoming NHL draft. I thought we'd get that out of the way first. The Tigers have shaken things up. If you haven't heard by now, they have, after the game last night, they have told Parker Meadows he was going back down to Toledo. It was a move that had to be made. He's just not ready for Major League Baseball. You could say that about a couple of guys on that team. And with Gio Urshela about to come back off of the injured list, somebody else is going to have to go back down too. So will it be Colt Keith? We'll see. But he's another one. He has no business being in the major leagues right now. So we'll see. That's part of the problem. But isn't it just a shame that they're wasting all this good pitching right now? Tigers, they could very well have a top 3 or 4 pitching staff in all of baseball. And it's completely going to waste right now. It's hard. It's hard watching this team try to hit. If you've got Comcast right now, you've got no reason to be upset because you can't watch the Tigers because you're not missing anything. It's sad. It's frustrating. I can't think of a number of other adjectives to describe what it's like watching this team right now. But it's tough. It's a tough watch. They just cannot hit. The old saying is this team couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. It's never so true with these guys, I'm telling you. The only word I can come up with is disgusting. And like I said, if you got Comcast and you're a little bit disheartened because you can't watch the Tigers right now because you're not getting Valley, believe me, you're not missing anything. Nothing. So we'll see what happens tonight. They got Kenta Maeda on the mound, who has pitched pretty well his last couple of times now, going against the Indians' Logan Allen. But again, you think when the Tiger starting pitcher goes out to the mound now, he feels like if he gives up just 1 or 2 early runs, he's probably going to lose. But that's putting an awful lot of pressure on your starting pitching. And too, lately we've seen a few cracks in the bullpen too. But Jason Foley, his velocity is down a little bit. I don't know how you explain that either. But season started, he was throwing triple digits, over 100 mile an hour. He's not getting anything close to that right now. Well, all in all, what it is the Tigers are working on a 4-game losing streak. If they lose tonight, they'll be back to 500. And they'll be 6 games behind the Guardians. So we'll see what happens tonight. Again, if you can't watch it, you're not missing anything, believe me. Is that all we want to say about the Tigers? I think so, yeah. Pardon me just a second. Before we get into the Lions, I'd like to put in a good word for Tim Lindley at Quality PC here in downtown Hillsdale, the best tech service man in our area. And without Tim's help and assistance putting this production together, we wouldn't be doing this right now. So thank you, Tim. Get in there and see Tim for any tech issue you might have. If you're looking for a new computer or a used computer, or the computer you have needs some work done on it, Tim will take care of that for you. Flat screen smart TV, you need a mount and a program setup. Tim's your guy. He'll take care of that for you too. Anything. Like I said, computers, printers, you name it, whatever it is. Tim is at 37 Waldron Street, like I said, in downtown Hillsdale, about 150, 200 feet west of Howell Street. You can call him at 517-610-5372. Or better yet, get in there and see Tim or his assistant, Zach. And when you do, tell him I sent you. Would you please? Thank you. By the way, did I introduce myself tonight? I'm Rick Arsenal. Yeah, I think I did. But anyway, in case I didn't, okay. You should know who I am anyway. So, the Lions rookie mini camp starts Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This Friday, the 10th, 11th, the 12th in Allen Park. That's when we get our first look at all these rookies, the 6 men that the Lions drafted, as well as their undrafted free agent signees. My champ of the week, by the way, I forgot to name that too. My champion for last week, I'm going to make that Jake Bates, the Michigan Panthers kicker, who in last Sunday's game was 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5, kicked another 60-yard field goal. He kicked the game winner as time expired. You know, the UFL championship game is June 16th, Sunday, June the 16th on Fox. You can start signing UFL players the next day. Lions had better be prepared to give him a contract on June 17th. That's all I got to say. Bring him in, let him compete in camp in July with Michael Batchley, because obviously he likes kicking in Ford Field. So, but like I said, rookie mini camp begins this weekend in Allen Park. The Athletic, before I forget, The Athletic, we'll end with this today, folks. I don't know how much longer I can go with this voice, but I'm going to try to get through this. Dane Brugler of The Athletic, which is a national publication, has put out his post-draft NFL power rankings, and I'd just like to go over the top 10 with you right now. He's got the Kansas City Chiefs ranked number 1, the 49ers ranked 2nd. In come the Lions, he's got them ranked 3rd. Here's what he has to say about them. Detroit was 28th last season in defensive passing, so it used his first 2 picks on quarterbacks. Sensible enough, then the Lions returned to their contrarian form by using their 3rd pick on a 4th rounder, which they acquired by trading away a 2025 3rd rounder on offensive tackle from Canada, Giovanni Manu, who the Athletic projected as a priority free agent. And that's what they had to say about the Lions. 4, they've got the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens, the Houston Texans. They've got ranked 5 right now. The Packers come in 6, Dallas Cowboys 7, the Cleveland Browns 8, Cincinnati Bengals 9, and the Buffalo Bills at 10. 11, they've got the Eagles, the Rams at 12, Bears, they've got 13, Colts 14, and 15, they got Tampa Bay. So I'm going to go over the first 15 for you. Interesting. Another interesting thing, too, was that I thought today with the news that came out, now that his suspension has been lifted, the Lions have brought back special team player DJ Moore. As you recall, it was it last summer? He and Quintez Cephas were both released for gambling violations. And I thought we had seen the end of DJ Moore, but apparently the Lions thought enough of him to bring him back. good special teams player. And hey, he made a mistake. He paid for it, and now he's back. So that's where we're at with that. I just wanted to get you caught up on everything here. As usual, too, my chumps for last week were the Toronto Maple Leafs, who for the seventh time in 8 seasons are one and done in the playoffs. There are 2 Canadian teams left, by the way, in the NHL playoffs. That would be Vancouver is playing Edmonton, and those are your 2 Canadian teams who are left. And in case you're wondering when the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup, you got to go back 31 years ago to 1993. It would have been the Montreal Canadiens were the last team to win the Stanley Cup. And they were coached by, former Red Wing coach Jacques Demers. By the way, an early happy birthday to him. He'll be turning 80 in August. So Jacques is still with us yet. So I think that, have we covered everything? Let me take a quick look. See here. I think we have. I'll be with you again within 2 or 3 days, depending on what the voice does. But I'll have some news about a new official sponsor. But don't forget Saturday morning, Time Out with Andy Brown on WCSR 92.1 FM. And until then, take care of yourselves, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.